How's it going, everybody? Silent E TCG here, back again with another video on something different. We're gonna try something different this time. I don't have nothing to, no market watch or nothing to open up currently, so I think we're gonna do something different. We're gonna talk about the current leaders for the format. I'm gonna have a tier list, a guide or grid, and we're just gonna rank them and just rank them based off their effects and popularity and you know in general how good they are. So we're just gonna do that. Just have something to talk about. So let's get into it. Of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. Shouldn't be a long video. Just something fun and quick. But yeah, I know there's been a lot of talk about which leader is the best, which color is the greatest, and we don't have the film one yet, so we won't count Shanks. He should be coming out next Friday, so next week in February. And I guess we can do one whenever set 2 comes out. But Treasure Cup coming soon, so it's based to see it's best to see how we look and where we stand as far as leaders are currently. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's see what we got here. Yep. So it's all the leaders currently, so even the bottom ones are new. So these are all from set 2, so won't worry about them too much. Thought I could zoom in a little bit, but probably not. All right, all good. So of course Shanks would be with the rest of them, but he's not out yet, so can't really say where he'll be at and all that. So and we got grades S, A, B, C, and D. So I guess we're gonna start with everyone's favorite purple. I'll go with King. I know King is definitely grade D, unfortunately, because his effect is only on your turn. When you have 10 Dawn, all your opponent's characters get minus 10,000 power. I really wish it was all turns. Like when you have 10 Dawn, that means even on your opponent's turn, they would all lose 1,000. So it would almost minus Zoro's ability, but you have to have 10 Dawn. So if you put away one, it'll turn it off, But I just kind of wish they did it that way, just to give King some viability. Because just like even on your own turn, you'll never have 10 Dawn always. You'll put one back one way or the other to do an effect or anything minus wise will turn it off. So that's kind of why I wish it was all turns. If you had max Dawn, or maybe if you had 8, like if you had 8 Dawn or something, not just 10, just have like 8. It should be it's King. He should be there to protect you from getting hit. Protect himself or whatever. But I mean, I've seen people try him out. I'm gonna use him eventually, but as far as it stands, he's definitely let a grade D because his effect isn't as good, unfortunately. Who else can we talk about? Who else is like a D? I don't think. Maybe Uta? I don't know. She's not like the phenomenal leader, Plus 2,000 on the vanilla is good. It's definitely not bad. But when you're looking at Zoro and Luffy, who gives off 1,000 to, Zoro 1,000 to everybody, and then Luffy extra Dawn, rested Dawn to somebody. It's not bad. And then you're only putting them on, you're only using that 1 Dawn to make it work. Uta, you got to pay 2 to do that. So it's like you give, and then you give 2,000 to a vanilla character. But I've seen people use it. It's not horrible, but definitely better than King. I'll actually put her in front of King. It's way better than her. And that might be it for D's. I don't think no one else is truly that bad or as bad. So if we move to the C's, maybe Odin for sure. Odin's good leader. You know, I've seen people bring out, you know, pay 8 for the 8 cost kid. You know, you use all your Dawn, so normally you couldn't give him a Dawn that way. But Odin effect, you can kick it in. That way you can get 2 active Dawn back. And then you can put the Dawn on him and use this effect. And still have one open for Paradise Waterfall or something. So in that case, it works. It's fine. Or a blocker, you know, beige come out. So in that case, it's fine. You know, you're using 10 Dawn even though you have 8. You're using you're using the Dawn 9 to 10 times. You know, in that one turn, which isn't bad because you can use all 10. Like I say, even if you have 10 Dawn, you can use 8 of it for the kid, 8-drop kid. Give him a Dawn, rest, use his ability, whatever. Then you're gonna reset too to use you know, Pump Gibson or something. So it's stuff like that. Or you can play the blocker kid or the blocker killer and give him a Dawn with all 3 of them. So just things like that. And I think I'm gonna put red, not red, blue, purple, crocodile. It's another one. I mean, all he does is this extra draw, which is good. Nothing to scoff at. You can combine it with Love Mellow, draw a card, and then you draw a card with Leader's Effect. So you get more counter in hand or whatever. More ways to not get hurt. So it's not bad. You know, draw power is good. But you gotta have a Dawn on him in order to do that too. So it's not scot-free like other leaders, but and you have less than 4 in hand, so you know you can't have a big hand and do it, and expect to always have it go off. So that's probably why he's C. Definitely not any higher than that, or not any lower, because drawing is still good. And next to him, definitely Red Green Luffy, because man, I tried it personally. It's not terribly hard, but paying 4 sometimes is hefty. Unless you got the unblockable, or unless you got the unblockable Luffy with 2 Dawn on it, sure, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But or you attack with the blocker law, and then you can just restand it to be able to block the next turn, like something like that. But for the most part, nothing really to scoff at. And let's see, might be a lot of C's on here. Kaido, probably. If I had like a C plus, he'd be there, but I'll put him with a C because it's more. He's a faster ramper than the normal purple Kaido, because with a Dawn on him, as long as your opponent has a KO'd character in general by anything, you get a active Dawn. So it's really good. I mean, you can put a Dawn on him, you can who's who, whatever, and you get an active Dawn right then and there. You don't have to wait till you attack or nothing. It's not on attack, so as long as it's on KO, that's all you gotta worry about. And anything purple kind of KOs pretty easily, or by battle, you know, whatever comes first. As long as the Dawn attached, similar to Crocodile, you get the active Dawn. So I think it's really good for that reason. But nothing too broken. They're also 4 life, so that's kind of why I'll put them in C's. But there are, well, we'll get to that in a minute. But there is one 4 life leader who's really good. And let's see. That might be it for the C's, I think. I'm looking at Crocodile, but I don't think he's that bad. I mean, I might put him here. He's like C plus as well. He's not terrible. Because -4 Dawn, you can return a 5 or less back to hand. So you can do, like, if your opponent has 2 cards or 2 characters up, you can do either Dofi, 7-drop Dofi, or Mihawk. And then whatever's left, you can do Crocodile's effect. -4, bounce a 5 or less back to hand. So even a big blocker like Queen or 5-drop Crocodile, you can bounce back, you know, that way it won't get in the way. They got to replay their Dawn just to play it back. So could potentially set them back. I mean, it does set you back by 4 since you don't ramp in this deck. You'll go from 10 to 6, and then you'll be at 8. So, you know, I wouldn't do it if you have like the Mihawk play, but unless you really, really have to. If it's really game losing, then yeah, of course you do it. And I've seen people do it even early, like turn 4, maybe turn 5. After they play the one Dofi or whatever, they can just bounce whatever. But it depends, but it's fine. It's not broken or nothing. And we're getting on to the Bs. Do we even have a B? Like, I kind of want to put like Kaido and Crocodile and B, but they're not. Like I said, they're not the. They're not that good. Dofi, for sure. Maybe Dofi. Because his effect is only when you attack. You don't just do it whenever either. And much like these Dawn leaders who has to have Dawn with him attached to him, you got to put 2 on him. So I mean, it's guaranteed 7 attack. Sometimes your opponent can't counter, and then you tap 1 energy. So you're using 3 Dawn, and then the top of the deck has to be the right leveled Warlord. So of course that's how it's supposed to be. You will bring out that 4 cost Warlord for free, and not free, but for cheap, I should say, for cheaper, and then bring it out for 4. Of course, you're paying 3 instead of or you're paying 3 instead of 4, and then you're attacking at the same time. So it's 2 for 1 special almost. And then depending on what it is, it's might be Blackbeard to bounce a card, or Gecko Moria to pull back something, or just to have some bodies up. So I think it's really good for a B. It does his job. Blue's phenomenal with that leader. Probably Luffy will be A. Oh, not A. Will be another B, because he lets you reuse the one Dawn. So, for example, you can use Diablo Jambe, put it on him, give him the rest 9 remaining active Dawn, and then use his effect to give him that 1 rested to use for Diablo Jambe. So it's 15 unblockable, something like that. He's able to use rested Dawn on whatever, which is good. You're able to use all 10 of your Dawns. Like, you can use them all, put them all to good use, pretty much. But it's not bad. I like it a lot. But yeah, I think B is probably a good grade for that. Let's see. Everyone else is pretty decent. Maybe Zoro's a B as well. Because it's good if you have the characters, of course, to go with it. Which, of course, you will. You'll have the Rush Zoro. You'll have maybe a Sanji that could add the life to hand up already, or a vanilla Vivi or something, or Sunny Kun. Just to power up the board to make it harder for your opponent to counter, and kind of where Luffy can go tall with all his Dawn and stuff. Zoro is more of a going wide range. If you might have 3 or 4 attackers before even attack with the leader, and they're all increased by 1,000. That's a threat. They can be 4s turn to 5s, or 5s turn to 6s. So, and it's not broken because you still got to put a Dawn on him, so he'll be guaranteed 6. You put 2 on him, he'll be 7, which is fine. But like I said, you need the bodies to make it really shine, to really work. So that's probably why I think he'd be a good B for sure. Definitely B plus. if I wanted to put some pluses in here, he'd be up in there. Okay, I guess we can go into the A's. I don't think we have anything S's. There's nothing that's free or just says your S. But I think we'll start with Kid. Kid's definitely a good A for sure. Just discard a card, restand him. He can attack again. So you give him 7 Dawn, he'll be at 12K. If they're at 2 life or 1 life, I meant before they get hit by that, and then they got no life. Pretty much got game next turn. You can just discard a card, restand him, and attack for 12. So not much you can do about that. And some leaders can't even attack twice. They attack 1 time. That's it. They're arrested. But Kid can just restand. That's actually really good. So I think he's definitely A for sure. And that's not even including the deck build. We're talking about the leader in general. So, and you gotta pay what, three to do it. But like I said, that's why it's easy money. Easy kill once you're able to do that. They gotta drop a whole lot of counters, or if they don't have it, then they for sure lose. I'm gonna do Red Green Law before Kid, but yeah, Red Green Law for sure is a good one. The only thing is he might be I would put him as a B plus, but A is probably where he's at too, because the only thing is he has a good condition, a heavy condition with his, I think. Because not only do you have to pay 2 Dawn, you have to have all 5 your character slots filled up, which is not hard. It's pretty easy. You run a lot of 1-drops. I even play Otama or Brook just to give him the 2 Dawn, or give somebody else 2 Dawn, and then you bounce whoever back the hand, bounce the Brook or bounce the Otama, play the Blocker Law, bounce something, And you got plenty of ones between Otama, Mononosuke, Chopper, Beige, Bonnie. Some people run the Dawn, Nami. He got Nami, or get both Namis. Zoro 3. You got Nekomamushi for 2, Killers 2. Plenty of characters to make it work. So you can easily just push out 5. And some might even stay up already. Some might already be on the board. Like maybe at least a couple characters already. So you won't have to pay as much Dawn to even establish that. So, but like I said, you gotta have 5 to make it work, and then pay 2 Dawn. So it's not horrible. Definitely doable. And that's the reason why I would say it's probably A. B plus, of course. And you got the big man Kaido. Also another A, I think, in my opinion, because some leader, or most leaders, they have to attack you 5 times and then do a successful direct attack to win the game. Kaido only needs 4, maybe 3 on a good ramp, because I know I used the effect maybe twice 1 game. If you ramp up great enough, you can knock one knock 1 life off, so they'll be at 4. Ramp back up, of course, as if you're able to do so, and then use the effect again to knock off another life. And that's before that's not even including the attacks that you might have gotten in anyway. You may not even have to use it a second time. The first one might be all it takes, because then they might have no life or 1 life, and then they're gonna be blocking. Put some blockers out. You got the Rush Kaido, you got Kings and all that to deal with that. And then before you know it, all you need is 1 hit. So while they're hitting you 5 times, 6 including the direct attack, it's only 5 to Kaido. And that's not including if they're dual colored. So less work, but just being able to knock off a life is super strong, in my opinion. Because you don't even have to attack. Just say effect. It falls off, goes right to the trash. Sure, you're -7. That's hefty. But if you have Onigashima and a bunch of Dawn replacements, or even the 8-drop Kaido, I run 1 in my build. So if I happen to, and the Onigashima, of course, you'll be back to almost 6 or 7 in no time. Even though you took off 7, so you're you're low. But I think it's a grade A for sure. Definitely up there with these 2. So for the most part, it looks right. You know, we don't have these yet. These are all set to. So that'll be another video down the line once we get them. For sure, it'll be definitely in the works. Cause I know it's gonna be some game changers here, for sure. But and then like I said, Shank's coming soon, so I mean he might be right up here, even though he's not out yet. I think he's he definitely is in those C. So I think he is a D grade personally, because his effect only works on film cards, and I think you -3. I think -3 Dawn to give a film character 2,000 power. So similar to Uta, it's just that he works on films and it's -2, -3. But it's purple. It's cool. I might try him out, see what he's about. But the character cards is where it's at. Definitely for sure. But like I said, King Uta definitely in D. Odin, Crocodile, Luffy, and Kaido are in C. Yeah, I think, you know, I can probably do something like that. Like, I like Crocodile a little bit, Blue Crocodile a little bit more than the other ones, and maybe Luffy, Luffy back there for sure. But or maybe yeah, something like that. But anyway, I think that's pretty much where they're at for the most part. Nothing else, you know, no surprise here. And B's, like I said, Dofi for sure, Luffy and Zoro. You know, they're linear effects. They don't have nothing, you know. Once you see them, put it down on them, on Zoro, you know what it's all. You know what it's all about. You're getting hit on, you know, attacked by 3+ characters, over 5,000, maybe more. Luffy, it's just a matter of where they put that rest of Dawn, but that's it. I use a card and I put the Dawn on Robin so she can KO something. You know where it's going. No shocker. Doflamingo, you know, attacking for 7 is good, and then you pay the 1, bring out a body. So definitely B. You know, they're definitely B's. And then the only A's, you got Green Kid, attack twice. However many Dawn you put on him, even though you're paying 3 and discarding the card, still really good. Still really good effect. Law, 5 characters. You gotta have 5 characters. Pay 2 Dawn, and you gotta bounce. You know, if you bounce a red, you gotta play a green. You bounce a green, you gotta play a red. So 3 little hiccups there, but like I said, definitely nothing, no bad effect at all. And then Kaido, just being able to -7 to trash your opponent's top of the life. It's really good because they can be wide open after that. Might have 3 cards in hand, and you got the 10 or 12,000 attack Kaido up. Well, they can't stop that. They gotta eat it. So yeah, but I think that's kind of how it's gonna look for the most part. Like, I could be wrong. You know, there could be some changes. You know, maybe Crocodiles and B. I don't know. I had to look at some tier list videos to see what they say, see what the people say. You know, Odin might be, you know, ooh, I can get 2 Dawn back. You know, I don't know. He might be better than C. But, you know, I'm sure there are people with different opinions and different takes on it. So if y'all know any, let me know in the comments. Let me know, point me their direction. I'll see what they got to say. See what they got to say about it, or see what their tier list is about. Like I said, Shanks isn't out yet, but he be right here once we get him. But yep, man, no S, of course. There's nobody uber broken yet. At least not yet. So maybe we'll get that we'll get a 4 colored character or 3 colored. Who knows? We'll have to see about that. Or Big Mom. I like Big Mom's ability. I don't know if y'all looked into the yellow yet, but hers isn't too bad. Like, she definitely would be a for sure. Yellow, pure yellow Big Mom. I wonder where Nami would be. I guess she'll be C. I don't know. She'd probably be between C and B. But anyway, we'll have to, like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, that'll be it for the tier list. I just wanted to make something a little fun, something quick. Don't have anything new to talk about yet. Next month is the start of the treasure cups, so definitely gonna be waiting on that. Next Friday, next week sometime, will be the film starter deck, but it won't be legal for the tournaments anyway. So we won't have nothing to impact from that yet. But for sure, the purple cards will help out tremendously for Kaido, maybe King will rise to power to that, and then Crocodile and blue purple Kaido for sure. But we'll have to see. I mean, I'm glad we're not able to use them, so we can just play fresh starter deck and Romance Dawn cards and the Uta cards as well. So Uta deck stuff. So which is fun. Definitely will take that. But yep. All right, let's go back to me. All right, so that was it. Just a little talk on the tier list. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy right now. We're working with who we have, and when set 2 drop, we'll look at another video on that with the new characters, and we'll see where the old ones we'll see where they lie at. I know Zoro's still going to be up there. He might be an A all of a sudden. I got him in B, but he might be the A, the grade A coming soon, and a lot of characters, a lot of leaders will flip flop and switch around, I'm sure, and then the new ones will be added on and shape things up. So we'll see. I'm definitely loving the way it's going to be. I'm still watching videos and little Asian tournaments and all that going on. So it's definitely a great game. I just can't wait to see how we do over here. The Treasure Cup's coming soon, in like 4 different places. So we'll have to see what the results will show in each and every area. So could be some red green laws on for the most part. It's going to be up there. Zoro, of course, Dofi. I hope I see some Doflamingos. I hope I see some red Luffys for sure, and I'm really hoping Kaido wins something, because I'm gonna use Kaido personally. Like, I think Kaido's very strong. It handles a lot of the majority of the decks, and especially red green law. Like, I think it handles red green law pretty well. It's just that there's more red green law than there's Kaido. So, and then Kaido might get knocked out by either a mirror match, or red Zoro might be too fast for it. I don't know. It's just bad matchups, but it can handle the good matchups. It can handle the laws, the Doflamingos and all that. So it's just hard to say. It's just hard to get the right pairing up to see how it really, truly work. But we'll see. I mean, I won't be surprised to see a Zoro or Law in first place. Top 8 for sure. I'll be more surprised to see Luffy, red Luffy, red green Luffy, I hope, and then of course blue Doflamingo and purple Kaido. I do want to see those 3, and of course Kid will be up there. Kid's really good, green Kid, for sure. But if there's any other sleeper leader I haven't seen, or a deck, that'll be great too. Like, I can't wait to do some coverage on them as soon as we get the results in, so we can talk about that on the channel for sure. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But that's it for the video. Just be sure to like the video, subscribe. Again, comment down below. Let me know if y'all see any lists about the leaders, any tier lists. Maybe I can place them in different letters. And mine seem pretty solid, but like I said, it's just opinions. My opinion. Nothing set in stone for sure. But we'll see how it go. I definitely can't wait to see how things take off. But alright, y'all, this is Silent E TCG. I will see y'all next time. Be sure to stick around tomorrow. I got a deck profile. Definitely be I'll show tomorrow after the locals is done. So we'll see. We'll see how it looks. We'll see how I can do. We'll see what I can pull out of my hat, and hopefully win some more. But we'll see. I'll definitely let y'all know tomorrow. So subscribe, click the notification bell. That way you'll be able to find out as soon as I drop the video and go live on the next live day. But I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.